What up, YouTube? It's your boy GGJ Fly Guy here with a small unveiling, I guess you could call it, or a return home. Just a little bit of background before I take the cover off of this. If you go back in my earlier videos, my start, one of the first projects that I started with in the hobby was a 8-scale Nitro Buggy that someone had given to me. Set out to convert it into electric. My plan was to convert it into electric and actually sell it on, which I did. I actually, after a lot of toil and research, I actually ended up getting it converted from nitro to electric, and sold it on to a guy who wanted to get into the hobby. During the process, noticing that it had a bunch of different parts from different manufacturers, I named it Franken-buggy. Once I finished old Franken-buggy, I painted up a body and I sold it on to the guy. Like I said, it was just trying to get into the hobby. Well, Franken-buggy has returned. The guy, I guess, got his fill of it, did what he needed to do with it, learned about running and about the buggy and a little bit of working on it. And called me the other day and said, hey, I'm about to either toss this or if you want, you can come and pick it up, you can have it back. Not knowing exactly, what kind of shape it was going to be in, and kind of having an affinity to it since it was one of my first big projects, I went and picked it up, which he gave it back to me for free, and this is the reason why. This is the shape that it was returned in. And there's old Franken-buggy, stripped completely down. Shocks, shafts here and back there are bent. No electronics, no motor, no ESC. The motor mount was actually on, just hanging on by one broken, stripped screw. But there it is. That's how it was returned to me, which was okay. I mean, I redid it and sold it on. It just kind of hurts to see it in this kind of shape. I sat down yesterday, just went through a list of parts that I would need to get this back up. Decided to go ahead and try to rebuild her. Or him, because the summer's coming and the 8-scale outdoor buggy season will start at my local track. So I sat down and just started making a list of parts, and so far I'm up to everything. Just to go through what I'm going to have to replace, it's going to need a new motor, new ESC, new motor mount, new radio, a receiver. I'm just going to get a receiver and add it to one of my Fly Sky radios. New shocks. I'm going to have to remove this one rear shock tower and straighten it out. If you can notice, I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's kind of bent off centered a little bit. But I think I can straighten it enough to where it really won't affect. Been still looking for some shocks. So if any of you guys out there know of anyone that's got a set of 8-scale buggy shocks that they want to get rid of cheap, let me know. I don't want to put a whole lot into it. Just want to make it race worthy to get out there and get in a little bit of competition. I'm not trying to win or win any big prizes. Just want to be able to get out there and compete. So one of these two rear tires has a split in the actual tire itself. They'll have to be replaced, which I found a nice decent set from Apex Hobby that should be coming. And a new body. He returned it with no body at all. But the main parts are in, and actually the dog bones were with it. They are on my desk right now, and both of those are center drive shafts, dog bones. Both were bent. I'm not really sure how that managed to happen, but they were both bent. So I've got to replace those. But anyway, this is a new project. We're gonna get Franken-buggy back up and running. We get these shocks replaced, and like I said, I got almost everything on the way with the exception of shocks. So again, if you guys know of anybody that's got a set that they want to get rid of or they want to sell, hit me up, let me know, get me some information so I can get in touch with them. Try not to go too high end on it. It's not really worth it. It's worth getting back together, but I'm not wanting to dump a ton of money into it. Other than that, this is it. Oh, Franken-buggy. If you go back, you can see the videos where the running videos when I actually first converted it and got it up and running, got it going good, just before I sold it. But anyway, here it is. We'll post videos as we go along with it. I'm thinking the majority of those parts that I've already ordered should be in sometime this week or maybe next week early. And then we'll start putting them back together. and I may be able to rebuild the shocks. I'm not really sure. I'm not really fond of these. They are pretty decent, but we'll see. It's just still up in the air once I completely tear it down and go through it. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I'll post videos as we go along, as the parts come in and I start to rebuild this, rebuild Franken-buggy and get her back on the road and get her ready for the summer 8-scale buggy season. Let me know what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. This is your boy GGJ Fly Guy. We're signing out.